In the last video, we saw the difference between first and default. Typically, I always use first default and then I check for the null condition. That way I can know if the book was found or not. But if I switch back to the SQL Server, right now it is retrieving the first book right here. What if I wanted to retrieve the first book of the publisher ID 3? How can I filter that? To do that, it is pretty simple. If we want to filter on some data here, we have .where, and there we can write any condition that we want. So here we will be using link operation. So we'll say u goes to u dot, and we need to find the property that we want to filter on. I want to filter on the publisher ID. So I will say where publisher ID is equal to 3. This will actually retrieve all the records with publisher ID 3. Let me show that, and then I can add first default. With that where condition, it will retrieve more than one book here. So we need a for each. Let me cut that, and I will paste it right here. We have variable books here. Let me comment this out, and we have all the books. We are displaying the ISBN and title. Let me run that and see what happens with the where condition here. We hit our breakpoint. It should retrieve 2 books. But if you examine here, the books will not be populated. You can see here we have something different. I will come back to that on why the books is not populated, but let me continue here and examine the console window. In the console window, you can see the execute statement. We have where and publisher ID is equal to 3. It displays both the publisher. So with that, the where condition is actually working. Now on where condition, you can always combine the first default. So that basically means we have a where condition, and on that we want the first object. Now we are retrieving only one object, so we will have to comment out the for each and bring back the right line for the single book here. And let me execute that. And perfect. This time you see the select statement. It is select top 1 from books where publisher ID is 3. So you can see how combination is working right now. We can also filter this if we want. Now there is just one where condition. But if we go back to database, we can add one more where condition where price is greater than 30. We only have 2 here, so that should retrieve Cloud Forest. To do that, let me stop it. We can add an AND condition here, and we can say u.price is greater than 30. Let me run that and see what happens. Perfect. Right here you can see the where condition is appended, and we have the cloudy forest. We can get very fancy when we have to apply filters, and we can use first default, or we can use only the where condition to filter down the data and then iterate or do whatever we want to do with those records. So with that, we have seen the where condition, and we have seen first and default. But when we have to retrieve only one record, there are more things that we can do. Let me walk you through them in the next video.